Hello, hello, CraftingMantis here, and welcome back to another episode on the Diamond Society server. So in the last episode, we were going to get to work on the Parthenon, but we decided to go and have a little bit of shenanigans. And so I definitely hope that you ended up watching that video and that you enjoyed it. It was definitely a whole lot of fun playing around and getting the eye out of its hiding place and out into the open. Granted, now we have to deal with the eye coming, which isn't a good thing. But yeah, that's all right. We'll deal with it. So today I want to get started on the Parthenon, which is going to end up going over here. It's going to be in the same style of this. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get to work. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. This was definitely a fun project to do. Now, if you noticed in the time lapse, this is facing the other direction. I built it up here and I got to thinking, I came up here and as based on how the paths and stuff are going to go, based on the shape of this top part, it didn't make any sense whatsoever to have it pointing that direction. So I tore it all down and rebuilt it. But we have a Parthenon. Woohoo! So definitely super happy with this one. And it is mob proof, unlike the one at at spawn. I have glowstone in here with the white carpet. And then as you enter in here, there's only a bottom floor. So this is like a little, little waiting area, sitting area type thing. And then back here, this is where like the priests and stuff would end up coming. And this is where they would end up making their offerings and stuff to the Greek and Roman gods. Well, really Greek gods. This is Greek. This is a Greek temple. Yeah, so the Greek gods. But yeah, so we have a Parthenon now. And so definitely super happy with the way that these bigger builds are coming out. And the next thing is to kind of, start detailing and stuff in this area. In fact, I've got two more builds that I have planned for this area. I've got a fountain that I want to put in here, and then a groundskeeper's house, which is going to go over in that corner there. The shape over here was a little funky, and it's like, what am I going to do with this? But I have plans. I have wonderful, wonderful plans. So I am going to get to work on getting the fountain and the groundskeeper's house in, and then once I get those done, I will be right back with you guys. Alright, so I am done with those two little projects. So I put the fountain there, because if we come down here, it gets framed perfectly with this. So as you're walking up, you'll end up seeing the fountain, and then the groundskeeper and the Parthenon come into view as you end up getting past the end point here. So definitely super happy with the way that this came out. Got this little, fountain and stuff. Definitely don't fall in here because you won't be able to get back out unless you have ender pearls. We're really happy with the way that this ended up coming out. Got a little bit of, splashes of color that add, to this, like the light blue concrete powder up there, and then the water, and then the lilacs and the ferns. So that definitely adds just that little pop of color to kind of break up the, all of the white quartz. And then over here we have the, oh, and I forgot something. Hold on. It is, here we go. This is actually supposed to be a fence. There we go. So with the groundskeeper's house, we've got, a little workbench over here. I didn't have any flower pots, but I'm going to put a flower pot here with a little flower in it, once I get one of those made up. And then, just a little bit of greenery in here. And then I haven't done the inside. I'm definitely going to have to do a massive, hey, do your decorating. Over here, this house doesn't have a traditional little courtyard. So it actually kind of has two little outdoor spaces. Over here, we got a little cooking fire pit. that they can make their food on. And then over here, this is, you know, a little garden area with some places to sit. So I ended up using the roses and the lilacs along with the two tall ferns. So just, you know, really, really simple, but, you know, but elegant. And then I might still end up doing something over in this little area. Not 100% sure. I kind of like, you know, how, you know, just kind of simple this is. You know, I don't want to clutter it up. So the biggest thing still left is the interior here. But again, not 100% sure what I want to do with it. It's going to be really great with the exteriors, but the interiors, not so much. And then if you also notice, I have these, you know, these oak logs that are kind of all, you know, spread over the area. These are going to be where I'm going to be putting some more of these cottonwood trees. And then with, you know, with this being more of like a manicured area, the acacia trees aren't going to be up here. So it's going to be, in fact, I might end up putting, I think I want to put one over here as well. Not in line with those. So maybe we'll put one right there. Let's move it out a little bit more. There we go. But just to kind of, you know, the trees are just to kind of break things up, and then also, you know, add more height, you know, so that as you're walking through here, your eyes are kind of drawn up. You know, it's the same way with, working with some of the tall buildings and some of the shorter builds. And, you know, your eye just kind of naturally wants to go up and look, you know, around, which is exactly, you know, what we want. So the next step up here is going to be creating paths that end up going out, you know, because like from here, it's going to end up splitting. It's going to go around there to the groundskeeper place, and then over to the Parthenon, and then it's going to split off, and it's going to go over here. There, in this area here, I'm probably going to try to do like a statue, because in the Acropolis, they had the statue of Athena I think it was Athena. But she was, you know, she was the center point. The statue was a huge center point for, you know, for the Acropolis. As you were entering into it, that was one of the first things that you ended up seeing. Granted, here, it's the fountain, but, you know, it works. And then over here, I think I might end up doing just a small little building. And then the path will end up coming around here and then go over here to this little area here. Not 100% sure what I want to do over here. Whether it's going to be more buildings like that one there. You know, maybe they were a little bit more like government buildings and stuff like that. There may also be additional smaller temples, you know, kind of like we did over in over next to the Colosseum over there. You know, I might also look to see how the temples were built with the Romans. See if there's anything I could kind of throw in here to add a little, you know, a little touch of the Romans up here on the Acropolis. But I am definitely super happy with the way that this all came out. You know, I'll still add a few more details. Like I'll add the trees, probably in between episodes, and then, you know, get that flower pot and some of the smaller details. And the next project I have planned is actually either going to be the interior of the Colosseum, or there is a mill that I want to build over in the river next to, in between the temple and the farming area. So definitely have a lot of plans. I just need to figure out which one I want to do next. But I am out of time for this episode, so I definitely hope that you guys enjoyed these builds. These were definitely fun to put up here. And if you did like them, definitely hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. Definitely helps out the channel. And then if you want to be notified when I put out additional content, hit that notification bell. But for now, I'm going to call it, and I will see you guys in the next episode.